Hey guys, welcome back to Team Meatball Racing. We just got back from Mexico last week and did a little testing on the car, and we're heading out.
Probably in this video.
Alan, hey, can I talk without you talking one? So anyway, this is a project I'm working on for a friend of mine, Chad Hunt. He bought this little car. It's a turbo car, had LS in it. He's just kind of lightening it up a little bit, making it a little bit stronger in some areas, you know. I did all this chrome ollie work to it, and I'm going to put some other bars, go through the firewall, catch the cage in the back there. I'm almost done to where I'm at the point now where he's going to have to come and get it, because I need to get the engine mounted in it, figure out where we're going to mount the turbo, and I just got a bunch of welding to finish up, make some brackets for the fenders here. But it's going to be a pretty cool street car. It's got good axles in it. It's got a real nice 10-point cage in it somebody's already done. But this ought to be a real fun street car. It'll be fast, you know. So I think he's had this maybe 4 or 5 months, and he just decided to start working on it. So hopefully this thing will be out soon and be pounding the streets, you know. So anyway, what I was saying is this weekend we're going to head out of town. We're going to do some testing at a track that we're doing some front side stuff on. So the weather looks good for where we're going. It's just going to be 4 or 5 hours and long drive there, long drive back, but it'd be worth it in the long run to test Butterface. So we're going to start on it tonight and change some plugs and tires and get it ready. So we'll see y'all soon. Are you putting all this here on with the video from the street racing stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, that's what I was trying to tell you.
Alan,
when you was yelling at
hey,
me.
I wasn't yelling at you.
Oh, yes, you
Every
was.
time I try to talk to you,
You got a spark up your butt.
I got a spark. I ain't got a spark.
Oh,
You ain't seen a spark yet.
Oh.
Huh? Hey, I want 220, 221. I want 220, 221, whatever it takes.
Dude,
I ain't wired.
I know what you said.
You understand the words coming out?
Apparently you don't.
Yeah, dude.
God, you've been talking to Lonnie too much.
No, me and Lonnie are buddies. Hey, I sent him a hoodie. He said next breaking news he's going to be wearing a hoodie.
Oh, shit.
Hey.
Oh, I got it. Woo!
That's something hooked up.
Yes, it's hooked up.
I hear something.
No, it's just freaking caught up. It's got a fresh battery.
That's what makes it different.
Yeah. Oh my.
How good this tape's going to be still.
I asked Cameron when he bought that if it was one big roll or 2 rolls. Oh no, man, it's 2 rolls.
Yeah, I keep on getting off there.
Well, this time this didn't go nowhere, I'll tell you that.
Guaranteed.
Another guy put it on there.
That's 2,000 miles on tape there. Not 200. That's all don't do it.
This is my tube that I cut in my other wheel. So hopefully, that's actually these are Joe's wheels. I know I said I wasn't going to use them, but I lied because I'm putting a set of Mickeys on them. They go to Wilkesboro this weekend for their test and tuning they got, because I need a Tesla girl before March, before we go somewhere. And for that to happen, I got to have 2, and I got to have Mickeys, because I run Mickeys on every front side of the race. So, did that. Dad and Uncle T. I know Dad, I don't know what Dad talked about earlier. Did he talk about what he wired on the car?
No, not really.
Okay. That's what I figured. this last weekend, Dad didn't want to go race because he wanted to get the car ready and stuff for this weekend. But me, I wanted to go race and play and just make a pass in the car. And well, we had to dump in it before we left for the pad. We didn't get it wired, and then we didn't know how we was going to wire it. Well, Dad and Uncle T, they figured out how they was going to do it. Dad talked to a couple people, Terry talked to a couple people, and we took the wire. We had a brown wire that is for my output switch in the grid, and then we had a yellow wire that goes to my shift light. Well, we took my shifter, because we ran my shift wire on the output switch, which is the brown wire, and we took that and put it on the dump, so that way I control it by time or by RPM. And then I took my shifter and put it on the yellow wire, that way it was on the shift light, and then I can command it, and then I can still use both. And so we got all that work. We had a bunch of problems about the shifter, figured it out why, and then Saturday we went out and tested it. And before we left, we knew he was going to race on a green road. I haven't made a pass in this car on a green road or had a tune-up since we changed everything, and it's different. But we came up with the tune-up. I put it in there, and I thought it would be a good tune-up to go down a green road, and it was. I want a good number, and I didn't have to spray the car a whole lot to get it to do that like I used to and everything. So we had a good time. Six cops showed up in the rain, but I mean, it was a good pass and made everyone here feel good, especially we've been working on this thing. So hopefully this weekend when we go down to Wilkesboro and test, we can do pretty good and get some good data for this car and get back to where we was. Because I mean, with the weight percentage and weight loose, so weight we lost, and we just got so many different variables and stuff. So, but I'm gonna take these wheels off, RCs. Tony sent me a new center section, so my spacer I've been running, I probably hopefully don't have to run. I need to message them, see what I need to torque to insert to. And here in a couple weeks, I hope to have another thing I've ordered and got, and hopefully I can get them on the car here soon. But just we're slowly nitpicking. We got a few weeks before we start hitting races hard, and I want to be prepared before we go. So I got, like I said, I got a set of Mickeys. I bought these from Brian. He was literally an hour away, so I ended up getting these, and I need to get a few more sets of this and Hoosiers. But I am gonna borrow Joe's wheels again and put them on there because I haven't figured out what I'm gonna do yet on my wheels. I don't know. Dad says somebody could probably fix it. I don't know, but it's up to him what he wants to do. Because I'm down to just order another one or order 2 new wheels if I have to, but it means it's expensive. So I'm trying to figure out the best option for me. But Dawson's changing plugs. We haven't changed plugs since we came from the pad, but we ain't done nothing. So, and Dad's been working on his buddy's 280. It's turning out really cool. He lost 50 pounds in it already. I don't know what to say. I'm out things. All I'm saying is thank y'all for watching. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. And y'all been killing on the merchandise, buying it left and right. I gotta do another reorder. And if y'all are into podcasts, I want to know a little bit more about me and how we got started. The E's and B's podcast. He's on YouTube, the E's and B's, and I don't know. I know on the app on my Apple phone, it's on the podcast thing, type in E's and B's, it pops up. I don't know about Spotify.
I'll put a link in the bottom.
Do what?
I'll put a link in the bottom.
But it'll be on tomorrow or Friday. It's pretty cool. I ain't done something like that. It was new to me, and he asked me a bunch of questions, and it was a lot of fun. So hopefully we can keep doing stuff like that and just keep having fun. And there's a bunch of places we're going to be going, and I don't know. Dad wants to keep it secret, but I don't. There's a bunch of places I got a schedule where I kind of want to be at and where. So we're going to get to work. If y'all want to stay and watch this work, it's cool. Not understand. Tires are still good. You know?
Huh?
Tires still had a bunch of laps in it.
Yeah, the other car, the one you cut, they're nice to have for next. A single wheel car, you know? You had a single wheel car.
Single wheel?
Put the good one on the one side all the time and just swap it.
You know what?
Good. Somebody out there with a one-legger, we got one good Mickey Thompson. And somebody needs it. Because Alan cut it up when he cut the car apart with the damn saws on. What an idiot.
So you know what's funny?
Yeah.
It was the side that wasn't even wrecked. So I don't know how I did it.
It was the side one he wrecked, huh?
Yeah, that's why I think about the one that got wrecked on, because it's got good air tube in it.
Good lord.
What an idiot.
Yeah, but you take a broom, slide underneath and pull it out. I know. It makes it easier. When you get old and fat, you'll learn how, well, you're already fat, but you ain't old.
He's still bigger than me. He still calls me fat.
What do you mean? Hey, how much you weigh?
280.
You don't weigh no 280.
I'm around there.
Something around 280.
Sure.
Well, I mean, I weigh around 300. I mean, 4 inches taller than you do.
Okay.
Well, but you're not 280.
No, he's almost as wide as he is tall.
Yeah, he's Stump. I call him Stump. So anyway, get you something to reach underneath here and pull it out next time. Not what I'm saying right here.
Hey, I don't know if you know this or not, but these new turbos I got, they're good for 600 CFM. I don't know what that means, but it's gotta be good.
That's gotta be a lot of that. Hey, you gonna mount them in the rear?
Turbos?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta get.
Well, you know, in the rear, that's where it belongs.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
You talking about taking the dirt road? You can tell it's a brand new tube
Right.
because it feels like it. It's like a brand new rubber.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am doing some upgrades to Scrappy. We've already got the doors painted. That's one thing we did when we braced up the windows, because I don't know if y'all could tell in the video. Well, there's no doubt in my mind y'all could tell, but the windows were kicking all the way out, so we strengthened them up. We moved the bar down, and then we added little rubber grommet right here to kind of hold the door or the window from flying out. So hopefully that works. We haven't tested it out yet, so I guess we'll find out as we go. But so I am switching the car over to methanol, and I want to get some more power out of the car, the motor itself. It's still a stock casted 799 head. It's been ported. It's got good internals in it, but I'm gonna switch up to a AFR head. I think it's a 235 AFR head. So today we're gonna be tearing this motor, or I say tearing the motor, but taking all the hot side, all the turbo kit off, kind of looking over everything, getting the heads off, and then we'll show y'all, because I don't think y'all have seen what the pistons are in this motor. It is a 13-to-1 compression motor, so it's got a pretty nice dome in it. So we'll tear this motor, or tear the heads off of it, get the turbo and all that stuff out of the way. I know these injectors are not mine anymore. They're Cody's, so he won them in the raffle, so I got to get them off and get them to him. I guess I'll get him to him whenever next time I see him. I guess it's going to be probably Happy's derby race, demolition derby race. So I do have billet atomizers, new injectors for the car, and like I said, I got them new set of AFR heads that we're going to swap on this dude. I'm trying to get as much power as we can out of this little 5.3, and eventually we're gonna have to do something about this little feller. That, and get rid of this big radiator, switch to a little Honda radiator. I still want to run water in the car, just because it's, you know, I don't want to take a chance. I don't want to fill the block or do anything like that. So I still want to run water in the car, and so I'm gonna switch to a smaller little Honda radiator, get rid of them big fans, lose a little weight up front, put a single fan on it, and you know, try and get it as light as possible. I don't think I'm gonna run a glass front end. I like the steel front end of the car. It really don't weigh much. I mean, all the weight really is in the bumper and and I can put a valence on it, so I'm not really too worried about it. So we'll I'll get to stop talking and start tearing this motor apart. So stay tuned. All right, giving y'all a quick little update. I got the turbo kit off. Got the coil packs off the valve covers. So I do want to do one thing. It looks like this old turbo, I don't know if y'all can see a little leakage. There's a little, you see it's wet. It's leaking a little oil. So I don't know if I gotta take it apart and reseal it or what. I don't know how that works, but I do want to take these manifolds. They're stock manifolds, but I think I want to get them sandblasted and probably just put some black heat paint on them just to kind of clean it up. I mean, they're all rusty looking, so I think a good sandblasting and some little black paint will make them look a little bit better than how they are. So I do want to polish this unit up because it's a little rough. So we're gonna keep going. I think the next thing for me to do is probably take off the intake, get all the fuel out of the lines, and then drain the water and get ready to start pulling these heads. I've pulled this head off with the motor in the car. I didn't have no problem, but I've got the what's it called? Master cylinder. I got the master cylinder. That's really close to this head over here, so I might have to take the studs out of the head out of the block first, and then pop the head off. So we'll see. Hopefully, the game plan is to not pull the motor out, and I don't want to do that. Having done all this work already, so we'll get back to work. Here we go. All right, give you another update. We're getting ready to take this head off. Big man's breaking them loose for me. Easier for him to do it than it is to me. So we're gonna pop this head off real quick. Get y'all a video, or get y'all some clips of what the pistons look like in this dude, because they're definitely not a normal turbo piston.
No, but they should have had a rougher life. Cam Bam, though, he's a little too nervous on the keyboard.
So what we got?
What we got? We got a head that has seen nowhere near enough boost. It ain't broke like the last one, so we didn't do it good enough.
Yeah. So we got the heads off. Got a mess all over Dad's garage floor. He's gonna love it for that. I will show y'all. See, these are the pistons.
All them in the canoe valves.
Yeah, canoe valves. There's still got some cross hatching in there. Like I said, I mean, we ain't really pushed this motor at all, to be honest with you. A lot of people are going a lot faster on less parts than what's in this motor. I've been very gentle with it because I'm still trying to learn. The only thing I've done is, like he said, break the cylinder head, and that was my fault and a parts failure fault. So this is all the pistons. We went ahead and checked all the lifters. Yeah, thanks for the. We went and checked all the lifters, make sure none of them's. Everything still feels good. They're solid lifters, so just make sure there wasn't no scratches or anything on the roller itself. So we're still good there. All of our push rods are straight and they roll straight. For the table we got, they roll straight.
I guess you wrote them because I didn't.
So we're gonna I'm gonna cover this stuff up, take these heads, Take these heads to Josh. Oh, Terry Murray's gonna take these heads off me. Josh got to take, I can't remember what valve he's taking out, but he's gonna take the valves out of these heads, whichever set, and put them in the new AFR heads. So, and we're gonna rerun these springs, and obviously we're gonna run the shaft rocker still. So once we get all that back together, we'll put the new heads on, and then we'll have to check for push rods, see if we can still run these push rods, or if we'll have to get another set of push rods. So we did have to pull the studs out. I'll show y'all. We pulled the studs out of this side of the block, obviously because the master cylinder is in the way. So, but that's it. We're gonna finish cleaning up and cover this motor up.
Well, thank y'all for watching. The video is not over. We're gonna put all of our street stuff in after right now. But I got my Mickey's on. Got changed plugs. Dad's gonna work on the front end. I'm not gonna cut the hood yet because I want to go down there and see if I can see the tree. If I can see it, then we're gonna rock it the way it is. But if I can't, we'll come back. Then we got a couple weeks before we got another race, so we got time. And other than that, thank y'all for watching. Make sure y'all go to teammeatballracing.com, right? And enjoy some street action. Thank y'all.